Hey folks, so this right here is the Shark TurboBlade. Actually an interesting name for this fan since technically it is bladeless. As you can see, it doesn't have the traditional propellers you would see in a normal fan. Instead, we have these new types of blades here that Shark have given us. And I've got to be honest with you, this thing, it's not the cheapest fan. It's also the most unique fan in terms of its overall design. I've not seen one like this before, but it works wonders. It really does. I do want to stress that the wife and I, we purchased this, okay, with our own hard-earned money, so I'm not on Shark's Christmas list. But one thing, obviously, you need to be aware of, and I think this video is hopefully going to show you that more than the images of the product that you've probably seen, is this thing isn't small. Okay, it's certainly not a portable fan, and as such, it does take up a fair bit of space, so just factor that into your purchasing decision. And it is quite heavy as well at 8.8 kilograms, so you don't want to be moving this around all the time. What you can do, however, is have the fan in this vertical orientation. You're still going to get the same powerful airflow, but obviously it's going to be a little bit more low profile. And these vents themselves both twist as well, and it's going to be customizable for your specific use case. The actual telescopic pole here can be adjusted, and what I like, just over here, it does come with a remote control as well. Yes, the batteries for this are included. This will allow you to adjust the fan speed settings and also add some automated oscillation from the base as well. You can do it manually, but obviously if you're sitting down, then being able to do that with the remote control is a big plus. But let's get to the airflow, talk about the actual airflow. This fan is powerful. Now, let me make clear, I understand you may have used powerful fans before, and I'm not going to say that this is more powerful than those. A lot of the upside in spending a little bit more money on this fan is in some of its other design features. But just talking about airflow, this fan definitely packs some punch. Just make sure that you do have it on the max setting if you want to feel that airflow, because simply using the button down at the front here can be a little bit confusing. You have to hold it down for a few seconds to cycle through each of the air power modes. Of course, you can also, and this is what I recommend, use the controller and just with the up and down buttons on the controller here, change those fan speeds much more easily, in my opinion. And in terms of the noise, I know some of you care about this. Yes, on full pelt, you are going to hear this. You can feel that power, but it's not as loud as you might expect. Here's a quick test for you. So this is the fan now at full power, and it does pelt out at quite a rate, I'm going to be honest with you, but it's still not really loud, which is actually quite impressive. So hopefully, you know, you can still hear my voice, even though, as I say, the fan is currently on its maximum setting. And there is a sleep mode as well, where it drops down to just 40 decibels. Obviously, it's not going to be hammering out that airflow, but it will still keep you nice and cool, and it's not going to disturb you either. Again, with a button press, you can enable boost mode, which will allow the fan to push out everything it is capable of. And then there's also a breeze mode, which simulates natural airflow. So yeah, that's pretty interesting too. In terms of the overall design, as I mentioned, it is completely unique. You know, is there another fan in the world that looks like this? I'm not totally sure that there is. So yes, it has this bladeless design. There is a dust filter on the back, which is easily positioned so that you can pop that out, give it a clean when need be, and that is going to protect the internal mechanisms of the fan itself. Oh, and a neat trick to show you with the remote. These little things always get lost, don't they? That doesn't need to be an issue here. It magnetically attaches to the fan itself when you're not using it, and in a place where you can easily pick it up again when you need to use it. You can use the remote to set a timer as well, between 1 hour and 12 hours, and the maximum power output is 90 watts. The fact that you can really customize the airflow here to exactly as you want it and need it for the room that you're in, I definitely think is going to be the main selling feature here. But as far as fans go, it's definitely an interesting choice. It certainly competes in terms of the raw power, but then some of those additional features, as I mentioned, might just tip the balance. And it is going to pique some interest when you have visitors to your home who see this thing and think you've probably brought something out of Star Trek. I don't know. Anyway, guys, it's a great fan. I really like it, and I hope that maybe you will too if you get to try it out. Let me know.